Mavic 2 Mini, ladies and gentlemen. This drone is awesome. Now, I've had it for a little bit more than a month and I wanted to do a full review. I've done quite a few films about him, but this is the actual full review on the Mavic Mini, and he looks just like this. He's pretty, huh? He's pretty. You can see he's had maybe one or two scuffs. No avoidance sensors, so you can see the propellers, you know, he's been through it. Anyway, if you haven't been to my channel before, my name's Philip Scrobber. I'd love it if you helped me. I'm about 30 odd people away from 1,000. I started this channel 1st of January this year, so it'd be really cool if I got 1,000 to the end of the year. Anyway, let's get to it. Is this drone worth it? I'm going to answer that question at the end of the film. But what I'm going to start off is the build and feel of this drone. Now, let me just give you a tiny bit of background story. I was flying in the Seychelles, my Mavic 2 Pro hit a tree, fell into the swimming pool, and I didn't have a drone, so I thought I needed a backup. DJI Care obviously helped with my Mavic 2 Pro, so I got a new one. I've bought DJI Care for this guy as well, just in case. And I thought a backup drone would be awesome. Now, this guy, as you can see, is absolutely tiny. He does fit in the palm of anybody's hand. Well, little kids maybe not, but he is absolutely tiny. The feel of this drone, well, let me just turn it off. Take out the battery. The battery looks like this, by the way. It's also very small. The drone feels, I mean, this door, I'm sure it should have fallen off by now. It's actually just, it's the propellers. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but that's the propeller. Everything is very, very flexible on this drone, and it feels like a toy. It's it no doubt has to feel like this because, as you can see right there, it's coming in at 249 grams, which means you don't have to register it. Now, does it have anything to do with the actual quality, the images that come out of this drone? No, it does not. This may be a toy, it may look like a toy, it may feel like a toy. It's extremely flimsy. The controller is extremely simple. If you guys can see that, it's got plastic sticks. It's got no buttons, extra buttons except these. It has the pitch tilt button here, a record and a photo button, and apart from that, it's really simple. If you go for the combo, you'll get like a battery charger where you can press it and it'll tell you how much charge is in the batteries, you know, a few things like that. But let me get back to this drone. It's a toy. It really is a toy. It feels like a toy, though it does have a 3-axis gimbal, which is fantastic. It has absolutely no avoidance sensors. The only thing it has is 2 positioning sensors at the bottom right here, which look like little eyes. That's it really. At the back you have entrance for your USB micro and your SD card, and that's it. There's nothing else to it. It feels absolutely, I mean, inside, if you look in there, it's empty. I mean, that's most of the drone. There's nothing to it. Stability wise, this, I was surprised. I've flown the Mavic Air, I've flown the Spark, I've flown the Mavic 2 Pro, I've flown the Inspire, I've flown most of the drones by DJI. Now, this little guy, he is stable. I've had him out in some really bad situations, considering it's winter in Poland. This guy has been through some really bad stuff, and he is just as stable, almost just as stable as my Mavic 2 Pro. Now, the Mavic Air, when I've had it a few times out, it's given me some crazy signals that it just doesn't want to fly. This guy, he would go up there and he wouldn't care. He would be out just flying. Absolutely no problems with stability, and he is very smooth when it comes to that. Now, one kind of minus when it comes to this drone is that I have a European version, so I have the CE version, not the FCC version, so this flies 2 kilometers, not 4 kilometers like the FCC. It has weaker signal strength, so the transmission cuts out sometimes. However, since the latest update, it is doing a much better job in keeping transmission clean. Especially today, I flew in some horrible weather. It was kind of a little bit drizzly. I could see about 30 meters because it was that foggy, and he went out and he just when it comes to photo quality, incredible. They're JPEGs. A lot of people, oh my god, it's JPEG. It's a $399 drone. I don't expect it to have RAW, but if DJI do add RAW, then fine, fantastic. I will use that feature. But most people are watching content, looking at Instagram, all on this. I mean, that's what they're using, this or maybe an iPad. So JPEG is more than you need. The photos are sharp, they look great, the colors are fantastic. Here are some photos. Come on, where are they? There, see, I mean, they look pretty cool. They look fantastic. I haven't printed them out. I'll do a little film where I print out some photos from the 2 Pro and the Mavic Mini just to compare. And I don't think you'll notice much difference unless I blow them up huge, which I don't think I'll do. Video quality. Now, if you want this guy to look smooth, to look good, if you want him to match the Mavic 2 Pro, for example, which I did a video of right here, go check that out because it shows how this guy can match with the Mavic 2 Pro, how I can use it as a backup. I don't want 2 Mavic 2 Pros in my my travel gear. I want my big drone and this drone in case anything happens to that drone. So yeah, it's a fantastic drone, and in video quality, it's really amazing. Does the 2.4K, 2.4, 2.7K bother me? It doesn't bother me at all, like absolutely at all. Once you upscale it, it looks incredible. It's got a little bit of sharpening, so you can just take it down a little bit so it's not so sharp, and it looks fantastic.
Warning.
You will not be able to notice the difference from the Mavic 2 Pro, especially if you follow my settings in this video, which kind of generally, it's really simple. It states that when you're in video mode and you have like your EV here and you set it correctly, it's normally like -7, -1 to give it that little bit of a punch. And you press the button right here, which is automatic exposure and lock. Now, when you do that, when your Mavic is flying and you're pitching up, for example, from the landscape up to the sky, it won't change exposure and look amateur. It will keep the exposure that you've set, which looks professional, right? And also in the settings, I'll show you which settings I use for like pitch, speed, and smoothness. Those are things that are very important because I manual fly all of my stuff anyway, so using this right here is very important, and being very smooth and delicate with it will give you Hollywood cinematic shots. So when it comes to the video quality, fantastic. $399 drone, remember this is a toy, that's at least what it's classified as. So with that, I really don't have any problems at all. Now the price, would I buy this drone again, having it for over a month? Yes, I would. $399 for just the drone, or like I said, $499 for the combo kit is a fantastic price. One battery gives me around 28 minutes. I've had it, I think, at 29 minutes, almost 30 minutes in cold conditions. So that is some incredible flying time to have. You can film so much in half an hour. The price is fantastic. For an extra $1,000, you can buy the Mavic 2 Pro. Now, if you want such a big drone and you want a big professional drone with all the extra features, because remember, the app in this is very simple. You can set it up in about 2 minutes, have it out there flying, and you don't have to worry about anything. The app in the Mavic 2 Pro is extremely complicated. You've got a lot of things you can set up, and maybe somebody doesn't need that. If you're a beginner, it's a fantastic drone. If you want it as a backup drone to your Mavic 2 Pro or Mavic 2 Zoom, fantastic. Like I said, you can see in one of my films where I've compared the two and they look great together. You really can't tell the difference. So, like I said, fantastic drone. It's worth the price. If you're looking for a late Christmas present for somebody, pick it up. If you're looking for a Christmas present for yourself because you just got $400 in a stocking, pick pick this guy up. You're not going to regret it. And yeah, I'm really happy with this drone. So can it look cinematic? Yes, it can. Is it worth $399? Yes, it is. Should you pick it up? Hell yeah. That's about it for today. This is my last film before the Christmas seasons. So I'm going to wish you all happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy whatever it is you do. Just be happy, be with your family. You know, a lot of smiling, a lot of eating, a lot of watching Home Alone. And yeah, remember to... And I'll be back after Christmas, maybe with 2 or 3 more films before the New Year's. Yeah, keep smiling, people.